Hi, this is Madi from Madi Sews and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to get back to sewing along with the major arcana of the tarot to make my dream wardrobe. And if you haven't been following along with me, the whole purpose of this is to build my dream wardrobe by incorporating other interests that I have. In this case, it's the tarot. The Fool goes on this journey of spiritual enlightenment, and along the way he meets different spiritual masters who teach him different lessons. So we're now at the Hierophant. And so let me show you that card. And if that's not clear, I'll insert another image. This person is a wise person. He is opening a box of knowledge, right? This is almost like, well, it kind of looks like Pandora's box. It's just a little scary, but not really. I mean, there's light coming out of this box, right? So this is the Hierophant. He's a teacher. He's a spiritual teacher. He is, a lot of people tend to think of this card as the priest type of card. This is the card that teaches you and kind of like breaks down those huge concepts and brings it home so that you can understand them. When I think about this card, I think of a very specific person that I had come in contact with years ago. When I was exploring different religions, one of the religions that I had explored was the Yoruba religion. I would go to this Yoruba house and sit at the feet of a spiritual mother, and she would teach the lessons of the day. She would lead meditations. If you had questions, if you had issues, she was there to help you work through it all. Really a wonderful person. And so when I think of the Hierophant card, that is who I think of. And I think of the times when I would sit on the floor cross-legged and listen to what she had to say, listen to what she had to teach. And so with this garment, what I wanted to do was kind of bring that entire feeling forward. I wanted to bring a garment forward that was comfortable, something that I could sit on the floor cross-legged and kind of chill out and meditate, something that I could do yoga in if I wanted. You know, just like really something that kind of brought that feeling back. And to me, this was that garment. So, and I'll insert some pictures so that you can see the entire garment, but I'm wearing it now. The pattern that I chose for this garment is this one. And this is McCalls 7296. I know it has a different number out here. It says MP475. This is an older pattern, and this is how they used to do their displays. I know that they've recently just changed the way that they are doing their patterns, and they're naming them actual names. So I'm not sure if they're going to have kind of display numbers like that anymore. They may not, but I thought that this view right here, the one that she's wearing, which is view C, would be the perfect view. It looks comfortable enough. Yeah, I could sit and meditate in that. At one point, I really had a dilemma. I didn't know if I wanted to make the view B bodice, the crossover bodice, or if I wanted to do the button down. And really, I don't have anything like this button down, so that's the view that I went for, and I don't regret it. The fabric I got from Fabric Mart. I think I got it when I was pregnant 3 years ago or something like that. I got 4 yards of it, and I still have 1.5 yards left, so I think I'm going to end up making a sweater out of that extra yardage. The pattern, this pattern was super easy. It's straightforward. I cut a size 16 top, and then I cut the largest size for the bottom, which I think is a 22. Yeah, according to this pattern, it's a 22. and that was enough space. I ended up curving in the hips a little bit and grading that down to a 16, so that way I didn't have to worry about kind of matching that up at the waist. But yeah, I did. It just sewed up really nicely. There was 1.25 inch seam allowance at the waist, and you folded it up, sewed around that. The instructions didn't tell you how to actually get the drawstring in the casing. So follow me. You've connected your bodice to your pants. You flipped up that seam allowance in the back, and then it tells you to sew around that again. But if it's sewn up, how do you get your elastic and your tie bands and everything through there? Before I went in and closed it up and sewed all the way around, what I did was I put buttonholes in the front on both sides. So I'll try to insert a picture here so that you can see one of my buttonholes looks amazing. The other, not so much. I really don't care. And then I went and I opened it up with a seam ripper and went on with my merry day. Actually, that's a lie. I did put some freight check in there so that way it didn't look a hot mess when I try to wear it or when I wash it. So I did put the elastic at the legs. There is none at the sleeves. Ooh, look at that thread. I'll have to cut that. Overall, this is just super comfortable. I wouldn't make this again. One of the things that I don't like about it, and I think this is just a design thing, is that I don't like where the actual bodice and pants meet. To me, that seam is just way too low, and it cuts me at a very kind of weird place. I'm already a pretty hippie person, and for it to cut me so low, it feels a little odd. I'd much rather prefer something to cinch around my waist, which I feel is super cute and super tiny in comparison to the rest of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a couple more pictures here. If this is your style, I say go for it. It was a super easy sew. Don't forget to put in some buttonholes or have a plan for how you're going to get that drawstring through the waist-ish band? I don't know. Have a plan for how you're going to deal with that. And you're going to have a super cute garment that you can wear anywhere. I love this thing. I'm going to wear it around the house. I'm going to wear it to work too. In fact, I already have. I can tell you, I'm going to pack it away and I'm not going to look at this thing again. There's so many other wonderful patterns out there to make. I'm not going to circle back around to this one. But let me know what you guys think about this. Yeah. So for next week, I'm going to show you my Frock Tales garment. Now, I'm going to this event. It's called Frock Tales. It's all the local sewists get together. They wear their me-made items. And you kind of just like hang out with a bunch of like-minded people, drink a little, or a lot, eat a little, or a lot. Just kind of have fun, right? So I'm going to show you what I actually did with those large black roses. I'll show the dress in details, and I'll tell you a little bit about my experience at Frock Tales. So until then, if you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.